I thought, I saw a lot of fight in our team. I think there are a lot of positive things that we can take from this. Obviously, never um, happy with a loss, but what I need to see from us right now is buy-in and improvement. And I thought I saw that. I thought I saw a fight till the end, and um, if we can keep doing that, I know that there are a lot more wins in our future.
We lost to a very good team. Every time you guys put together a run, they seem to just punch back right away.
Mhm.
What does it take to sustain those runs against the more elite teams?
Yeah, I thought obviously charisma was a huge factor. I think it seemed like Dougalé had some very timely threes whenever we were chipping in and getting close. And then we continue to struggle a little bit with taking care of the ball. Wasn't too bad in the second half, but if you give the number 17 in the country 28 points off of your turnovers, it's going to be tough to overcome that. And we'll keep working on it, and we just got to continue to improve.
We talk a little bit about Michelle's game, one of her better games of the season. Stayed out of foul trouble most of the game. Offensively efficient. Joe, why don't you talk about your game a little bit?
I mean, I'll let you talk too, but yeah, I mean, I've called Michelle the X Factor. I'm really proud of how she's continued to just prepare and listen and work hard and show up for her teammates and show up for the program. And this isn't an easy team to play against in the paint. And but she's very dominant, and we need more of that from her consistently.
I think this game was a more of a complete group. I would say, like, although I scored 20 points, but it was also the passes and assists from the guards and understanding reading the right reads, right, which I'm happy about. We were working on that hard in practice for the past 3 days, and I think some of the practice things that we've done correlates back to the game, and like we checked over that, which was really good for us, right? And they kept on saying, like, come on, roll hard, post upon you, be there. And I did that past couple games, and then we're hitting a post, and it was going again, and the crowd was helping again. Like, we were up, we were happy, excited. Like, when things go in, when things go right, like, we're doing well. And what Shona said, like, keep on fighting to the end. Like, it doesn't matter. You just kept on fighting to the last second buzzer. But I think this game was more team play than AFS sport. But I think we had shout out like Martha and and like the defense that we had, right? Some players that we did good. It was sad. Sad loss, but good to progress and move.
And you battled a good rebounding team pretty evenly throughout the game too, keeping you guys at least within reasonable distance.
Yeah, we really emphasized rebounding boxing out this game, right? They're a really good outboards team, right? And that was one of our big goals this game. And I think he did well. I haven't looked at the outboards and deep boards combined. I'm sure what was the number. But I think having emphasis on boxing out and sort of boxing out and trying to get the ball afterwards is a big thing for us, right? We're getting better at it. Solution. I think we're doing good with that.
Martha, obviously UCLA is very versatile, and we saw what it can do point-wise, but it looked like from our standpoint that the game had a little heightened physicality to it, especially like each room before. Would you say like it felt like an extra little physical battle though?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a Pac-12. Most games are very physical, but yeah, I gotta give credit. Their posts were very good at finding us early and trying to get us off the boards. And but yeah, 100%. It was a physical game. It's a tough team. It's a good team. So they have a lot of big guards too, and yeah, not much to say about that.
Coach, what made charisma so hard to defend tonight? What was she doing that was effective?
Yeah, I mean, she was making tough jump shots, right? Like those are really hard shots that she was knocking down. Several of them, there was a hand right in her face, and she just elevated over people and knocked down shots. I think her post players did a really good job of setting some really good screens to free her up a little bit, and all she needed was a second. And we put a lot of different people on her. but she had a night. It happens. I think we made some adjustments towards the end that slowed her down a little bit, but we didn't have enough firepower on our end to just stay close with them. But yeah, she had a night. I think, we have to, what I want this team to do is really like understand the progress, as Michelle mentioned, that we're making and the things that we did well. I thought, Martha did a really good job getting going offensively and the aggressiveness, the tenacity that we need, right? And hitting some key buckets that gave us a chance in there. Leilani, Michelle talked about the passes, like, Leilani with 7 assists is really good for us. We need some more weapons firing. We had Michelle, Martha, and Yo making shots. We need some more people to be able to knock down shots, and everyone else kind of struggled from the field. So I think, to get some more people going on Sunday would be a good thing.
Coach, since day one, this is exhibition, what is the word? Preseason game
Exhibition.
against Westmont.
Uh-huh.
It's just been defense,
Yeah.
and then you just have nights like tonight, like you said, where Prisma just threw everything on her. She just had a split second, and she would get her shot off, and it would go in majority of the time. How do you, as a team, just kind of try to prevent that against, you have like Juju Watkins coming in less than 48 hours later?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many points USC scored. I mean, 51 is a lot. 32 is a lot. I still think that, sometimes you have a player that gets hot. We probably could have done some switching with her a little bit earlier, put someone bigger on her. But there's also the, the wide open threes we gave to other players and fouling London Jones. And, like, it's not just that, right? It's not just that. It's like every little thing matters. And I think it's harder to stop Charisma Osborne when she's in a zone and she's making contested shots than it is to not foul the other kids or box out and not give them O boards to, 10-second chance points, right? Or, not turn it over for their 28 points, right? So, like Michelle went off and had a night. That didn't matter for UCLA, right? So, right? So, I mean, as Martha said, it's a Pac-12. People are going to go off. But it's a team game, and there are a lot more factors than just one person being able to score. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you, at the end of the game like this, you return the point, we can build on this.
Yeah.
When you return to that point, like, what in particular, like, a life course that you rely on?
I mean, they like the players in the locker room have to believe in what it is that they want to accomplish, right? Like I know my belief. I know what I come in preaching every single day. This is the most wins that we've had, right, under my tenure right now on February 2nd, with 8 Pac-12 games left to go, right? Some of them against people that we did really well against, right? So I know that this is going to be the best season that I've had here, right? I need them to know that, and they're the ones that's going to make it happen, right? And what it takes is that you can't get down because you lost to the number 7 team in the country. You've got to know that this happens. Stanford just lost to USC. They're not going to get down. They're going to get ready to prepare to beat UCLA. And I know that our goals of playing in March are still attainable. Our goals are still attainable. And therefore, there should still be a ton of fight. And even if it gets to the point where that goal is not attainable for whatever reason, we still should fight because we're playing basketball. And that's what we're here to do. And you play to win every single time you step out there on the floor. So that's all I want, is for us to continue to get better and go out there and compete our butts off and fight for something. And I know in my heart that when we do that, the results are what we deserve. The results will be what we deserve. And I think we deserve to be a postseason team.
My time for one more. Coach, there was that stretch where there was a turnover into the UCLA 3 and then a loose ball foul, which led into another 3-point play.
Yep.
How do you avoid some of those, like, you can maybe more of avoidable stretches where you can
Yep.
not foul maybe?
Yeah, to me, those are the things. It's not Charisma's tough jumpers, as I said. It's the things that we have more control over, right? Being disciplined, not fouling, being disciplined, boxing out, being strong with the ball and not turning it over. And how we get better at that is we work on it every single day, right? We work on it every single day, and we just have to continue to stay bought in. And I saw dramatic improvement in this game against the number 7 team in the country than against non-ranked opponents last weekend. This was a completely different team, right? And so this is the team that needs to continue to show up.